Hello my lovelies, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel for those of you who are already subscribed or have seen my other videos. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to see more of my videos. But this video is going to be all about how I got this makeup, this foundation, this face, and how I do my base and everything underneath my foundation to end up with this nice look. So if you'd like to know how I did this makeup, how I got this face, this nice beat face, then keep watching. I already did my skincare and my brows, so you guys didn't have to sit here and watch all of that. I will plug my video somewhere up here about how I do my brows and get my brows like this. So since my brows are all done, I'm going to go in and take my Milk. I know this is like almost gone, but I have a new one. It's the Milk makeup. It's cooling, called like the cooling water, I believe, cooling water, and I use it like underneath my eyes and around my nose, around my mouth, and on my cheeks, because that's been my major breakout spots, especially now. I don't know if it's moving down to a warmer climate or what, but I do that, and then I kind of just like use my fingers to get it into my skin there. And if you see me looking over, I'm just looking at my mirror just to make sure, because everything's kind of like flipped when you're looking at the camera and the screen. And I pat that in, and it depuffs. That's what it's meant to do. I'm actually gonna go in and use Milk, my Milk Hydro Primer. It's a Hydrogrip primer. I'm gonna use this because I'm a huge fan of Milk products. I just took like a dime size like on my fingers there. I'm a huge fan of Milk products, and this primer works amazing, especially for people who have dry skin. And I like to make sure I get it everywhere on my face, especially my forehead. So the next thing I'm going to take is my foundation, which is the good old Fenty Beauty. It'll focus for me. Maybe not. There we go. Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filter Hydrating, not the matte one. And I have the shade 385. And I'm gonna take for my foundation brush, I'm using the Sephora buffing brush here. It just has like a nice like dome, like thick dome top to it, kind of like a kabuki brush. Sorry. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take the foundation here, put it like a pump and a half on the back of my hand. Then I'm just going to take my foundation brush here, dip it in here, pat it on. I always start up in my cheeks and around my nose, and just like dab it all around. This is, I would say this foundation is like a full coverage foundation, but I don't like my foundation to be like caked up. I also like it to be natural and kind of look like skin, but Fenty's like this foundation already naturally does that. I don't know about the other one, like the matte one. I only know about this hydrating one because this is the only one I can use, because mattifying foundations don't really go well with my skin. But you know, I'm open to trying. Maybe my skin might like it, I don't know. But I just stick to hydrating because I don't want to risk it. So I just added one more pump. I always add like a little bit at a time, just so I'm like not over applying. my eyes. And then blend in between my eyebrows there. Try not to get my hair so I can get like the sides of my face. Always make sure you're blending it down your neck. Now I look even more greasy, but it's okay because this is just the beginning. Since I did bring the foundation onto my eyes and I did my eyebrows first, I'm just gonna go in and blend in the foundation and then like the underbrow concealer that I did, so it just doesn't look like awkward. And I'm just using just like a random like fluffy brush just to blend everything into my eyes, my eyelids, and just kind of going like a dabbing and like swirling motion sort of. And then I go under my eyes and just make sure everything is blended around my brows. A lot of people don't like doing brows before foundation because then it kind of like messes up your brows. But I bring my foundation as close as I can to my brows and then blend it out with like a separate brush like this around my brows. And that's why I make sure I get in the middle of my brow so it's not like foundation everywhere and then like a missing patch, you know? So, got all of that done. Mist under my nose. Only thing about having like facial piercings, my nose ring covered in foundation. Other than that, brows are still good. I'm going to take two concealers, one being the Makeup Revolution. I don't want to do it so it's upside down. This is Makeup Revolution. It's the full coverage foundation. This is concealer. This is a good dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape, and this is in the shade C12. And then I'm also gonna take the E.L.F. Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish. This is in the shade Medium Sand. I do this because this shade is lighter than this shade, so this concealer gives me like a nice like brightening under eye. And these are actually both dupes for Tarte Shape Tape, and they're super affordable, so I just use these. So what I do is I take the Makeup Revolution one and I put it in the inner corner of my eye, in the outer corner there, around my nose, and then swipe it under my mouth. Do the same thing on the other side there. And then swipe it up like that. Like that. I know it looks a little crazy, but there's a method to my madness. Now I'm going to take the E.L.F. concealer and I'm just going to put it just in the inner corner, right at the top of the inner corner. All these beautiful notifications. And you can see it's like brighter in my inner corners, just so then it'll bring in like brightening under eye, but I don't like it like too bright, so that's how I just put a little bit in my inner corners there. I'm going to take my Morphe brush. Sorry, that's my chair. My chair is like snapping. I guess I'm like, maybe I'm too heavy for it. But it's a Morphe M224. This is what it looks like here. It's like a flat brush there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and kind of like drag the concealer down. Kind of blend it into one another. Drag it down and outwards. So like that, it kind of like fades out at the bottom. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And I try to get it like as under my eye as I can, because I have bags under my eye, so I try to make sure my concealer starts like right underneath my eye so I can conceal as much of my bags as I can as possible. Well, they're not even like, bags, puffiness, like I just want to cover it all. I'm gonna take this brush here, and if you want, like you could let like the concealer sit, kind of like soak into the skin a little bit. That's why I go in with the flat brush and kind of like blend it out, because the way that this concealer dries is really nice. I just go in and dab under my eyes, and I do it in like an upwards motion. And I actually learned this trick from TikTok. It like makes your face like, you'll see but like it makes your face and eyes look lifted, so it's like a nice trick. And I'm just going in and dabbing. You don't want to go in like a swiping motion, because then it's gonna make your makeup look all streaky. And I just dab it upwards. And I will blend my makeup, my face makeup, my eye makeup as much as I need to blend, because blending is key when it comes to makeup. It doesn't really matter about the products, it just matters about the technique and blending. And then I'm just gonna dab these bottom like lines, I guess you could call it, out. I'm gonna take a tiny bit of the Makeup Revolution and do 3 dots on my forehead. So that's why I only apply like a tiny bit of concealer and blend as much as I can, so I don't have like dry patches and all that good stuff, you know? And so I don't look cakey too, because having a dry face and looking cakey, it's not cute. But I mean, if you like cakey makeup, to each his own, but I can't do it because my skin will not be happy with me in the long run. As you can see, like I'm already breaking out. Not fun. I don't know if it was the move or what, but I'm trying to figure it out. So I just blended out my forehead of concealer a little bit. Gonna go in with some cream. Fenty, you know I gotta have my Fenty Beauty everything, not just because it's Rihanna, even though I love her, but like products are A1. I'm gonna go in with her cream bronzer here. It's in 05 Teddy, and I'm gonna use this to kind of sculpt out my cheeks. I am using the E.L.F contouring brush here, just like a flat, like, I don't even know what kind of brush it is, but it's a contouring brush and it's flat. So I'm just gonna dab the concealer in here, and then I'm just gonna swipe it. No, it might be hard to see. Oh no, you actually can see it on camera. Swipe it downwards. Swipe it downward. This hair, man. This hair is killing me. Swipe it downwards as such. Get it under my lip. I'm gonna take it too, and I'm gonna put it on the sides of my nose. Like that. Boom, boom. Still looking crazy again, but it's okay. We're not gonna be looking crazy so much anymore. And then I'm gonna take another e.l.f. brush. The e.l.f. small stipple brush here. Don't be sleeping on e.l.f. and e.l.f. brushes. They're A1. So I'm gonna take this to blend out, circular motions, blend out my cheeks. And I've grown to like cream contour a lot better because since I mainly use cream products like foundation, concealer, and all of that, you can blend everything in all at the same time and it just looks like flawless because you want to blend cream with cream, powder with powder. To blend out my nose contour, I'm going to go in and I'm going to use, if I can find it, it's just an angled like fluffy like blending brush here, so it's like fits perfect to blend out my nose and my nose contour. For the longest I didn't do nose contour, and now I see why everybody contours their nose. Even though I already have small facial features, it just like contour defines, or makeup in general just like defines your features and doesn't really like mask. Well, I mean, if you have acne, it's masking that, but it's defining your features. So I don't know why I didn't do this a long time ago. And I blend like the bronzer up into what is this called, into like my crease, so then it also like goes in and defines my crease too. So even though it's all the way like taken off. This is the Makeup Revolution. It's luxury of what I can see that's left of it. It's the luxury setting powder. I want to say this is in the shade Banana. I believe this is in the shade Banana. I believe, yeah. And I'm going to take a brush for this as well. This is the Sephora collection, the powder brush. All of the Sephora brushes are from like the Sephora collection, of course. And it's just like, it's like a domey kind of brush. I just like it because since it's in like a dome shape, it can like get under there good. You know? Just gonna pat it under my eyes like that. And I don't bake. That's why I literally, this is the fun part about doing setting powder, is your whole body gets set by the setting powder. But I don't bake, so I just really use the brush to dab the powder into my face, the area. I get it like around my nose, and I just press it into my skin, going in that upwards motion so it could really get in there. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side and bring it under my nose there and go in the upwards motion. As you can see, I'm still like tapping, like doing like light taps to press it into my face. I'm gonna get my chin looking a little shiny, a little bit on my forehead where I put those 3 dots of concealer. Tap it in those places. I take a clean like powder brush and I just wipe it off in like places, like so where it was on my nose, I just wipe it off there. Boom. Now we're gonna go in with and set the cream contour with some bronzer. And as you can see, my stuff has been through it. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. This is in the light to medium. So what I'm gonna do, as you can see, I've hit pan on a lot, is I'm going to take this shade here and mix it with this warm shade here with an angled brush here and mix them together, you know, tap out that excess, and then, you know, hit that bronzer like that, bronze it up all in circular motions, you want to just bring like all of your makeup upwards, because as you can see, like it's pulling the face up, you know. You know, making those cheekbones look snatched. That Bella Hadid, Gigi Hadid type model look. Blending this out. I feel like you can never like blend enough. I really want to make sure I can blend it. I'm gonna take this so I can see a little bit closer. I like to warm up the face because I feel like after you put like all that powder and stuff on your face, you kind of gotta bring your face back to life. You gotta warm it up a bit. So just gonna get the cheeks like that, and then this is where I take my beauty blender. I believe this one is, yep, the Real Techniques, this one. And I'm gonna take a little bit of setting spray, spray it on there, just because I don't want to like completely drench it in water. And I'm gonna tap it in a little bit of the setting powder and drag it from my ear to like up here, just to carve out the bronzer or contour like that. And it just makes your cheeks and your cheekbones look extra snatch. Do the same thing on this side. See, one side is like, they never come out the same. There you go. But like, you get the gist, and it like carves out your cheeks. And I wipe it off right after because I don't want, like, I want a faded line but not like a harsh line, you know? So I just brush away the excess just to further define the contour. Well, opposite, but the contour like that. So I'm just blending it out so it's not such like a harsh line. Then I go in and kind of like pat it in there to kind of further blend it out. See? So it's not so harsh. Kind of soften it up. Just pull everything up. I'm gonna take this Milk Makeup. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that. There you go, focus. This is the, it's called Werk. That's the shade, it's Werk. It's for your lip and for your cheeks. This is like the trial, or like the travel size. I got this in like my birthday. My birthday gift, it was the milk set. So it came with this blush, the Kush mascara, which I really like, and then a trial size for the Hydrogrip primer. And then I just take like another kind of kabuki brush, but this one has like a curve to it, and I just dab it on here like this. And I used to not wear blush, just like how I used to not do a nose contour, and then I started doing it and I saw like what I was missing. So it brings like more life to your face, brings your face like some color dimension. So I'm just gonna take it and just dab it upwards. And this, oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you guys, this smells amazing. So shade Werk, it smells like fruit punch. It's like a fruit punch scent. So then I just bring it up like that. Add a little bit of something to my face. And then I know it seems like bright, like wow, you can see it, but we're gonna blend it out. And just hold on, we're gonna blend it all together. But I don't know why I never did like blush before. And I'm just gonna really dab both areas. so it's not so like defined. And then I'll even go in with my finger and like tap it out like that, so it's not as like in your face, but as you can see it's still there and like subtle. I'm going to take this Morphe setting spray, the best, you can see there, the best setting spray. I love the setting spray. Haven't switched since I got it. It's the continuous setting spray. Shake it up. It just feels amazing. And then you look like dewy, but not for long. Not for long. I'm gonna take this and just kind of like fan my face. I should just get a fan, but it's okay. It's okay. So I'm gonna take the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the 𝕚𝕚𝕤𝕤 highlighter. This is probably like the one and only highlighter that I use. I don't know. This highlighter just looks good on every skin tone, if I could say myself. I just dab it on the top of my nose, the bottom of my nose like that. And I put a little bit under my chin. And then I take my finger and dab it in the highlighter and take a tiny bit. Dab, like you see how strong that highlighter is, and dab it on my cheeks, like, and then I just take a clean finger and then just blend it in, blend it upwards. Like this highlighter is already so strong, so you only need like a little bit to blend it all out. And I blend it on my chin, tip of my nose, top of my nose. Because I don't want to look like a grease ball walking outside either. So I normally have to set my face a couple times anyway. I set it before my highlighter so my highlight can like pop. And then I set my face again. So yeah, that's just what my highlight looks like, all blended in. I'm gonna go ahead and do my lashes and my lips off camera, and then I'll come back and show you guys what the end result looks like. This is the finished look here. I like natural looking makeup with a dewy finish. And yeah, just threw on some lashes. They're kind of dramatic lashes, I guess you could say. And then just like a neutral lip, and that's pretty much all I do. Thank you guys all for watching how to get this nice look, foundation look here. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and leave a comment down low of any video suggestions that you might have that you want me to do, or just any comments saying hi or anything like that, or anything about this look. So I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video.